Quick question. When was the last time you saw a CD player in the Uber that you were traveling in? So that's what happened tonight. And it made me think about, I was like, I was lifting weights with the mate yesterday. And anyway, I'm in the Uber today. And I'm like, dude, is this a CD player? Because I see it says CD. And it's like, yeah, it's a CD player. And it connected to the point about the end outcome of music playing for me, the customer inside the service provider being the Uber driver. The same outcome was still there. What is the outcome? The outcome of them playing some music, entertaining the customer being me. So whether it's Spotify, SoundCloud, Mixcloud, fucking YouTube Music, or a fucking CD player or USB drive, the end outcome is the same way. I'm still hearing music and I'm fucking entertained on the way. And this connects to the point, like in terms of marketing or the idea of like, good enough is perfect, or just fucking the MVP, like what's the basics that will just get the coin across the bridge, right? Because I'm wont to perfectionism and overthinking. And when I thought about it, it's like, yeah, like that's the takeaway that I took from it and how I could apply it in terms of even in marketing, because I've seen it with myself where I'd have certain clients and then I'd try to overcomplicate this complex build and rearrange everything. Meanwhile, a simpler way is just to be looking at the client and be like, hey, what are the main couple of levers that's going to get the more early wins? And I can still do those complex builds down the line, but what are some early wins that I can get the client to right now based on the principles I understand about marketing and etc. etc. That is something I had to train myself to do because, my bias is towards overcomplicating things, details, fucking creating problems out of nothing. All right. So, what's the basic idea? How can you get it across? Cool. Let's optimize from that. And even with my mate, we were talking about like when we're creating videos, like, let's just start creating more videos. And we can see in it ourselves where you want to like, I want to edit it in a certain way, make it this way, this and that creative, and etc. Which could be a way to start procrastinating, and then fucking months will go by and it's like, wait, you haven't posted anything, right? So, MVP, minimal byproduct. So, me being a classic overthinker, one of the ways that I'm actively working on this is just thinking, actively prompting my mind, but like, okay, this is the goal. What is the simplest way to get this, like the basic thing forward? Because I know I want to overcomplicate things, but I ask myself, what is the goal? What is the situation right now? What is the goal that we're getting to? What is the basics just to get one fucking coin across the bridge? Instead of being like, wait, let me first build a nuclear reactor, and then it's like, nah, what's the basics? Right? So what's this got to do with marketing? What's this got to do with offers? This week, I was split testing a landing page for a client, and I wanted to rebuild the whole fucking landing page, but it's like, no, what are the levers that I know from direct response marketing which have the most impact? And as you know, number one is headline. I mean, you got your offer that's going to be there, but like the headline is the biggest thing. Ella, David Ogilvy, any marketer knows that, especially people who've studied copywriting. So it's like, instead of designing, redesigning everything, it's like, no, focus on the basics. What's the most fundamental thing? Oh, headline. All right, cool. Maybe subheadline and then image or something like that. So I just focused on the headline, split test that, boom, did that for one client, did that for another client, of course, for other clients. So that is how I took an insight from seeing a fucking CD player in the 2025s and relating that to marketing and conquering, fighting back against perfectionism. All right, cool.